Bulls thoughts. What's going on? How's everybody doing on this Monday afternoon? How was your weekend? So, before the show, I was sort of working on some tech stuff here in my bunker. If you don't know, I broadcast live from a 25-foot bunker or 25-foot deep bunker because of all the COVID zombies that are walking around here around town and going crazy and stuff like that. So I just, put some traps up and making sure that, the zombies don't get me and whatnot. So, um, so amongst all this, I've had, things go down and stuff like that. So I've had to rearrange some stuff and kind of redo some text things. And so that's what I was working on. And now I'm able to play, music and sounders off this other computer that I have. That way I can have, freedom to do what I need to do on the main computer and then go on from here. So there you go. I'm good, minus the board. I'm just doing it, mixing it up on here, which seems to work so far. Uh, but hey, it's March 18th. Welcome to Bulls Thoughts. I hope everybody is doing swell. Hope everybody is not working too hard today. Um, with the everyday grind of, the everyday life goings on. Don't forget tonight as well the Social Reload show at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. with me, Bull, and Matt the Savior. And then tomorrow night it'll be Bull and the Bartender show with Mark the Bartender at the bar and Bull as well, doing his thing, hosting the shows, doing all that jazz, going funky, going crazy. But, we talk a lot about different perspectives, different ways of, doing things, all that stuff. And it's just Bull's thoughts. That's what their show's about, is just sort of just going through different ideas of mine or whatever it is. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be 2 minutes. It's up to, I don't know, it's all really how I feel and how I want to talk about. I mean, because a lot of times I like to talk about different stories, but it's all about like Putin and the war in Ukraine and stuff like that. It's like, it's so depressing. You don't want to talk about all that mess. And then you talk about, life situations, because sometimes it happens. Life, gets in the way of certain things and certain situations and, and stuff like that. And some people just, change over the years. Sometimes you think they change for good. Sometimes you think they change for the better. But then sometimes, I don't know. But, we talk about that too. We talk about everything on Bull's Thoughts. It's whatever's in this cranium of mine that just wants to get out in the open air and say, "Wah, rah." It's unproduced. It's produced in my head. But that's what Bull's Thoughts is about. It's just about me just talking to you guys about, different different things, different elements. So welcome to the show. Welcome to Bull's Thoughts. Just go to youtube.com, just search Bulls Radio Lounge, youtube.com, and you'll see all the videos, the shows, everything that I try to put up on there to kind of put some content on the air. That's what they're in the business for, is content. But so how's everybody doing? What's going on with everybody? Is everybody relaxing, chilling out on this Monday? I know Mondays suck. Mondays are probably one of the worst days of the week, I think, when you're at work, because it just sort of like, But I mean, Mondays might be good for somebody. I don't know. It depends. Depends on what they want to do. But it's just Mondays are just crazy. Some days it seems like it goes faster than others, and then some days it seems like it goes slower than others. Like when you're at work and you're like, oh man, it's 9 o'clock. Then you're like, oh, it's 9:15. I thought it was 10. Those are one of the crazy things. But it's nice. I like having this second computer up and running because then I can control some of the things that go off. Like one of the ones that I'm trying to make a bank of sounders. That way you do this. And where will you go? And where will you go? It's... Why is that down? That shouldn't be down. Oh, that's because I had it down. And where will you go? That's from Arnold playing Zeus. I find that so funny. And then I could just play stuff like that, or hold on, let's see. Oh, that's what it was, an Alaskan bullworm. And where will you go? So yeah, stuff like that I can put up and play, and just when we're talking or something like that, I can have something going on to where it just sounds funnier um, doing that. I've had good success from doing stuff like that, having sounders at the ready. So so a lot of things are changing, a lot of things are happening. So just be prepared for different shows and stuff like that. Um, but I like doing this stuff. I enjoy kind of. I don't put a lot of my personal stuff on the air like some of these other people do. I don't find that very productive, but I do kind of touch base here and there with with some personal stuff. Um, but this show is just designed just to kind of let me just sort of vent. Welcome to the two viewers, by the way. Thank you. Hey guys, listen. Put in there where you're from. Where you're from, where you come from. Where you come from. Where what city do you hail from? We want to hear from you in the chat, and that way you could be on there, um, live on the air. But for the people who come into the show, you are deemed patrons. Like bar patrons, because I've been kind of thinking of what to call, the listeners, and I think probably the best kind of nickname would be patrons. Like bar patrons. You guys come in and you sit down and you listen to the stories and stuff like that. So, it's good to have people listening to the show. I enjoy it. It shows that we're getting out there. That we're doing our jobs, sort of say. But welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Bulls Radio Lounge. I've been working very hard to get this thing, moving along. So a lot of talks we've been having is just about, like I said, different life events going on. And one of the biggest things that we talked about earlier last year was, my surgery and stuff like that. So, and a lot of things sort of changed with me with my surgery. A lot of things sort of changed, mentally and stuff like that. Just because, for some reason it does. I don't know. I can't explain it. I guess it's like when you get into a car accident and you don't drive anymore. Something switches in your head mentally that you just need to change certain things. Unfortunately, time doesn't stop, and we all get a little older, and we all get a little bit wiser in our days. And then sometimes you just, it's just weird how life throws you different curveballs, and then you try to adjust for the different curveballs based on the verbiage, and then so, and that's for everybody. I think everybody deals with different curveballs in their lives. Like I said earlier, everybody has different problems. Everybody has different issues. We all have those. We all have issues and problems and mental issues, and and I don't mean that in a bad way. I know that mental illness is not anything to make light of. Um, you know, different people suffer with anxieties and stuff like that different ways. Uh, I myself at my age is learning how to deal with a lot of that, um, unfortunately. Um, and it's weird because I've always wanted to classify things, but this is just can't classify it. Um, so a lot of I think the actions post surgery or pre surgery was sort of kind of based on that format of the anxiety train, and then dealing with it now, actually classifying now post surgery is just sort of different. I've never had to deal with that. Um, but a lot of people have to deal with that on a daily basis. A lot of people have to deal with that even more so on a higher scale than what other people have to deal with. Um, and then some people, like myself, are like the duck on water, where it's like everything's on the surface is cool, it's great, fantastic, but under the water, those feet are, pedaling a mile a minute. But the thing is that you know, uh, I know we have to respect the mental of those. It's a different situational awareness because growing up back in the day, like we've discussed prior, is it's hard to. Well, we didn't really talk about stuff like that, you know. And then now, when with people being a little bit more sensitive, and I don't mean that loosely either, um, but people being a little bit more, you know, space needed and stuff like that, it's a little bit more difficult to kind of like understand that because you know we never dealt with that kind of stuff before. We always sort of like dealt with it then and there, and that was it. But people nowadays now need space, time, which is fine, which is great. I mean, that's understandable, But I don't know. It's a different time, different strokes for different folks, and it's the mental illness. It's a very tricky thing, and it's a very. I mean, I sometimes feel like I need to be in a straitjacket at times, but I mean, I say that hypothetically and with fun. I mean, I don't want to go to a crazy house, but the thing is that we all. I think at some point in time, I don't care if you're the richest guy or richest family or whatever it is in the world, or the poorest people in the world. It doesn't matter. I mean, we all go through that at times, or we're just at the point of like, all right, I'm done. I can't deal with it anymore, and stuff like that. You know, um, but the thing is that when you think that way, it's almost like when an alcoholic, is drinking. You know, and I for one know, I used to be one back in the day, but you sit there and you drink and you drink and you drink, and the drink masks the issues, you know, um, but then the issues are still there, no matter what. The issues aren't going to go away just because the drinking makes you feel better. The issues are still there no matter what. That's the problem. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you explain it, the issues are always going to be there. It's how you deal with it and how you make things righteous again. That's how you make things right. But like I said, everybody has their own thing of doing it, and everybody has to respect that. You know, everybody, like I said, everybody feels like they need to be in a straitjacket at one point in time. I'm sure. You know, especially if you have kids or if you have, you know, whatever. I mean, at one point, everybody feels like that. You know, it's just like I said, it's how you deal with it. You know, and how you try to solve it and how you try to get things right. That's what makes a difference. You know, I mean, I everybody learns from every situation. You know, but it's like I said, mental illness is a very difficult road, and there's different levels with different people, and you know, just just we just have to respect it. Especially with people like from my generation that never really dealt with that stuff growing up and never really dealt with you know stuff like that. It's a different time and different deals, you know. But just everybody be cool with everybody. Everybody just chill out, everybody relax. Everybody just um, just take a chill. I used to say, like, if everybody would just relax, have a drink, smoke some weed, whatever you want to do, and just breathe, like what I have to do, just breathe, then I think everybody would be cool. You know, I see people all the time on YouTube, people getting upset about this and that. And it's like, is it really? I mean, is it really that big of a deal to get upset about? You know, I mean, like when you're driving, you know, and I'm guilty of it too. Somebody cut you off. Oh man. But I mean, some people take it too far till they start getting out and start road raging. I mean, is that really going to solve anything? What is that going to solve? You know, what, that you're bigger and badass because you want to prove a point? I mean, come on. That just shows your ass. That's what it shows. If you're one of those people that's gonna get out and start causing a scene and blah 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 because of whatever, you know, I could see if they hit your car. Okay, cool. Don't sit there and take it that far. It doesn't need to go that far. But I mean, really, does it really need that big of a thing to have a cow and you know just start going crazy? I mean, come on. There's a lot more to life to that than just doing that. I mean, there's a lot more to life to doing a lot of things. I mean, a lot of people's arguments nowadays are over stupid things that doesn't really hold any weight for water. You know, and I mean that not respectively, because it's like a lot of times a lot of people's arguments are really just 9 times out of 10 over nothing. And then people dig. So, hopefully we can start taking care of each other. Hopefully we can start, you know, understanding a lot more, you know, between generations. But, you guys are we just have to start taking care of each other more. Just chilling out. relaxing. That's all. You guys are cool. Everybody's cool. This is what happens on Bull's Thoughts. We start getting into different things and different ideas and different headstrongs. I'm so glad I got the computer fixed. Alright, guys, listen up. Tonight is the Social Reload Show. Only on Bulls Radio Lounge, YouTube.com. Just search that. And also tomorrow night will be Bulls. Sorry, excuse me. I'm about to say Bulls Thoughts. It'll be Bull and the Bartender Show. Yeah. So that'll be up on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Tonight, Social Reload Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for the 2 viewers who are listening. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Listen, guys, let's take care of each other. You know, let's take care of the people that we see around us. You know, even if they're stressed, even if they're having some sort of mental, illness or whatever you want to call it. You know, let's just take care of the people that we see. I mean, just to say hi or how are you doing and stuff like that. That's probably the best thing you can do to help them out. You know. And just give them space. You know, if they need space, give them space. That's what they need. And where will you go? So, thank you guys for listening to the Bulls Thoughts. These will be sporadic. I'm trying to do them as much as I can. But where will you go? So just keep in mind with that. Thank you guys for listening. I do appreciate it. So hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow. For the 2 viewers, thank you for listening. You guys are the best patrons on here right now. I enjoy you guys listening to my Horatius voice that comes across this YouTube channel. But guess what? This is what I'm going to be doing. By the way, this is Arsonic, the tech director. He is the guy that holds this stuff together. He is the glue of besides Matt the Savior, he is the glue of the BRL. So, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We'll see you next time. Only on Bulls Thoughts, Bulls Radio Lounge. We'll see you soon. Peace.